guys, it's Gretchen and welcome back to my channel. So it's hard to believe that we're about to enter holiday season, and so a lot of us may already be thinking about gift giving. I know I am. I usually try and get all of my gift buying done early so that I'm not doing things last minute, though I will still inevitably do things last minute. But for today's video, I wanted to do kind of something related to the gift giving season as well as to piercings, because why not? So today's video is going to be kind of like a guide to buying gifts for the pierced person in your life. The automatic thing that we're going to think of is to buy them jewelry for their piercings. That's an option, and we'll get to that, but there are plenty of other gift options that you have for the pierced person in your life. So let's just kind of go through those. The first option you have are gift cards. Who doesn't love a gift card? I don't care what anyone says, gift cards are great. They're not tacky. For some reason, people think gift cards are tacky. I think they're fantastic. Gift cards allow you to give a gift without having it be too specific, especially if you don't know exactly what the person is going to actually want. If you have an understanding, then we'll get to those options in a minute. But gift cards allow you to give something to someone that they themselves can go get without using their own money. It's a great thing about gift cards. I personally love giving gift cards and receiving them. So what you can do for this is buy gift cards to the pierced person's favorite online retail store, like maybe if they've been looking at jewelry and you're not too sure exactly what they've been looking at, but you know they've been looking, give them a gift card to one of those retailers. You could also potentially give them a gift card to their favorite piercing shop or tattoo shop. And then that way, when they go in for their next piercing or to buy new jewelry, they can use the gift card. Gift cards are also pretty easy to purchase, especially with online retailers. You can just go online, type in someone's email address, and it gets shipped to them. They're pretty easy to come by. Next, you have aftercare products. Every pierced person needs aftercare products. We go through them like crazy. So if you're looking to get something, maybe as a stocking stuffer for a pierced person, find out what kind of aftercare products they really like. Like, do they prefer H2Ocean over Neomed, or do they prefer to make their own? You could even like build them a little kit. That would be kind of cute. Find out what aftercare products they like. Do they prefer just saline solution, or do they like to do a little bit of a mix so that they use soap? Find out what kind of soap they like, find out the saline solution they like, and just like put together a little kit for them. That's really cute. Ooh, I kind of like that idea myself. Like I mentioned, we always need aftercare products, even after a piercing is healed. You never know when it might have a flare up or anything like that. And you should also be cleaning your piercings even when they're healed. So yes, aftercare products are always welcomed. This is a big one, and I kind of wish I had more of these to like showcase. Maybe I'll buy gifts for myself in this regard, but body jewelry tools are a great option. Body jewelry tools allow you to buy the pierced person in your life something without it actually being jewelry and you need to figure out like sizing and all of that. These are always incredibly useful to have. They make changing jewelry so much easier, which is something that we all appreciate. Certain kind of body jewelry tools that are really nice to have. You have ball holders, you have like labret pliers, you have ring openers so that you can expand like a captive bead or something like that. It just makes it so much easier to swap out jewelry. If you're curious about where any of these tools may be, I will leave some links in the description below so that you can find them yourself. None of those are sponsored. Those are just ones that I've found and I've heard are useful. I don't necessarily own all these products, but if you need like a starting point to finding some things, those are going to be in the description below. Another option is jewelry storage. I don't know about other pierced people, but I have a lot of body jewelry, whether it's plugs and tunnels, or if it's jewelry for the rest of my ear piercings or facial piercings. I have a lot. I really need to go through and like declutter and like organize, but storage for body jewelry is always welcomed, especially if the pierced person in your life is like me and has a lot of jewelry. This allows for like little compartments. They can have a little compartment just for navel jewelry, or they can have a little compartment just for conch jewelry, especially if gauge sizes vary, like mine does. My conch is a 14 gauge, whereas everything else is 16. So I like to have my conch jewelry separate from the rest of my jewelry. So these types of storage containers just make it really easy to figure out where the jewelry is that you want to change to and making sure that you grab the right one. Also, I will leave some links to some storage in the description below as well. I have one for my plugs and tunnels that I just absolutely love. Go check that out in the description below. I will have that linked. Now getting into jewelry options a little bit. One thing that pierced people, at least I'm hoping the majority of you come across this issue, but are balls that go onto jewelry. So say you have like a curved barbell and it has like the little balls that you can screw on and off. Those tend to get lost pretty easily, unfortunately, and they're very small unless you like specifically order one where the balls are rather large. If you lose one, you're either going to be searching for it forever or you're just going to give up. So gifting replacement balls. I know that sounds kind of weird, but believe me, pierced people will appreciate it. There's so many like horseshoe septum rings that I can't wear because I've lost a ball or both on them, so that it's just, it doesn't look right. So believe me when I say replacement balls for jewelry is always welcomed. Put it like a little stocking. Going back to the aftercare, create a little stocking for someone. I also keep saying stockings, and that's only because we're coming up on like the Christmas season, but this is something that you could do at like birthdays or any time that you're gonna give a gift. It's not just during the holiday season. That just happens to be when I'm filming this. Another option for gift given to the pierced person are maybe some fine jewelry pieces. Pieces they may not normally buy for themselves because they're a little bit more expensive. I do spend a good amount of money on the jewelry that I have in all of my piercings, just because I know that my body likes it better than some of the cheaper stuff. I do have some of the cheaper stuff and I wear that for like novelty purposes or like short periods of time, but some people may not be willing to spend upwards of like $75 to $100 on a piece of jewelry. You could always gift a piece of jewelry like that to the pierced person in your life. Find out maybe like what their favorite piercing is, and then kind of try and figure out the sizing. So make sure that you know the gauge size, make sure you know the length size. Make sure you also know kind of the things that they like and don't like, because believe me, you don't want to get like a hoop for someone and then find out they don't like to wear hoops in any of their piercings. I'm an example of that. I much prefer like stud type jewelry, but buying them a fine piece of jewelry. Also though, make sure you know their allergies. If they're allergic to things like gold, probably steer clear of that. But buying them a fine piece of jewelry that they can put into their piercing and just have a little bit of extra glitz or something. And I say figure out like their favorite piercing, because they may want to change that one more so than another one that's like, obviously they like the piercing, they wouldn't have gotten it. But if it's their favorite one, they're gonna wanna like show it off a little bit more. That's how I think about it. So if someone's favorite piercing is their doff, maybe find a septum clicker that's a really nice quality one. It's got a lot of pretty gems on it if they're into that kind of thing, and gift them with that. And then that way they can change it out to this really nice piece that you've given them. And the final thing on this gift guide is a piercing itself. This kind of goes back to the gift card a little bit. Like if you get them a gift card to their favorite piercing shop, they can go in and get a piercing. Maybe even like try and find out if they've been thinking about getting a piercing for a while, but they just haven't had the time or the money to do it, and like surprise them with it. I know I've said before that piercings should not be like spur of the moment decisions, but it's a surprise, and if you know they've been thinking about it for a while, maybe that's a nice little thing to do. Just be like, hey, you wanna go out? Surprise, piercing time. Or tell them beforehand and be like, yo, I'm gonna pay for it. Doesn't even need to be a surprise. Just be like, hey, I'm gonna do this for you. So find out if the pierced person in your life wants a new piercing and take them to go get one. So these are just some of the gift ideas that you could give the pierced person in your life, especially if you know said person is really into their piercings and not, you know, just have it because they have it. These are just some options for you other than just going out and buying jewelry, even though that's also an option. You just need to know a little bit more information if you're gonna buy jewelry for them. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever gifted something to a pierced person in your life that's piercing related. Obviously, we've given stuff to pierced people before that wasn't. Keep it piercing related. What did you give them? But leave them in the comments below what you've given before or anything that you would add to this little gift guide. And again, this is not just for the holiday season, but this is anytime that you may be given a gift. So, you know, birthdays, unless that birthday is also at the holiday time. Then they just coincide. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big ol' thumbs up. Go on down there and hit that subscribe button, wherever it may be, because I don't know, even though I do, this is just my shtick now. Also hit that notification bell in case you want to know when I upload, and in case YouTube wants to let you know when I upload, because I would really appreciate it. And until next time, bye guys!